All right. Hey, world. How's everything going? So, as you know, I'd like to do at least one educational knowledge video once a week. And so this week, I am speaking with Shawn Wilson, who is a lender with Apex Homes. Shawn's definitely a family-oriented man who's happily married, and he homeschools all 5 of his children. So kudos to you.
All right.
Shawn entered the mortgage industry just to be able to help individuals and families to achieve their American dream of home ownership. I must say, we're also in a current deal right now that's working great, closings next week. So that's always a good thing. And so today we just want to talk about a few questions in regards to consumers that are looking to purchase a home. I know I've gotten phone calls and emails and questions asking me. So just want to get a little bit more knowledge and experience from your point of view. So
Okay.
The first question I would like to ask is, why did the Fed cut the interest rates? Everyone was in a big uproar about it. They said, 0%, and they just kind of went crazy. So why did that happen?
First of all, thank you so much for having me on. It's a pleasure to join you in this capacity. And I think you're doing a great service to your listeners and your viewers and your customers. So thank you so much for that. And then I just wanted to plug my wife, because she's actually the homeschool teacher on the academic side. I'm
Okay.
more on the character side. So we kind of do that together. But to answer your question more specifically, just really in general, to stimulate the market. Anytime the feds get involved, their goal is to stimulate activity, both on Wall Street for the investors who buy mortgages, or in other words, mortgage-backed securities, and all the way to the street, as we call it. You know, the homeowners who's looking to refinance and the home buyers are looking to buy. So they're looking to overall stimulate the market. And it not just only affects the mortgage market, it affects the credit cards and car loans and such.
Okay. And so why did the interest rates increase so drastically from Monday to Tuesday last week? My email box was flooded with a whole bunch of emails like, it's so volatile. And so what happened within that 24-hour period for it to have a drastic increase? Great
question. So the short answer is that their stimulus activity, it worked. It stimulated the market, but it had a negative impact in that it stimulated the market based on the market thinking that the rate that they're offering is going to be what I'm going to get for my mortgage.
Okay.
So because of the misinformation, folks were trying to get that 1%, 2% interest rate when that was not available to people. And so it created a supply and demand issue. There was more supply of new mortgages than there were a demand for them. It overwhelmed the demand. So it was not enough investors to buy the mortgages from the lenders who were creating them. Which means the lenders who were creating them would not be able to create new mortgages. So lenders and banks had to do something to slow that down so that investors would be able to absorb the new.
What happens when the Fed lowers the interest rates?
So the goal again is to kind of stimulate activity. And this go around, it was not just lowering the interest rate. There were several initiatives that the government wanted to engage in to make sure that the vibrancy of the mortgage industry was maintained.
Okay.
They lowered the interest rate so that the cost of money between banks generally, or one investor to another, was lower. So I'm able to borrow money as an investor at a lower rate, which means in turn I can lend that money out to a consumer at a lower rate.
So I'm a buyer. Should I buy a home, Shawn? Like, what does that look like for me? And why is it the right thing to do now, if it is?
It really comes down to a consumer being able to afford the payment for the house they're looking for.
Okay.
If your family budget has the capacity for $2,000 monthly payment or $1,500 monthly payment and the house meets your needs, then I think you should buy it.
If you find the right lender and the right realtor and you guys work together, the most important
Absolutely.
is your monthly payment. Because I get that all the time. Like, Brittany, I want to buy a house, but I want to stay within this range. And that's what matters most. So if you can work that out, I definitely agree with you in reference to how that is the most important thing that would drive you to purchase a home.
Absolutely.
Well, Shawn, I want to thank you. There you have it, folks. 13 years of experience in the lender world. And he answered those questions great. I hope you took something away from this. And thanks for joining me today in this.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Have a good one.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Bye-bye.